Hey, this Miss Renee, and I just wanted to give you a little bit, just a little bit of what I did, how I got this chicken noodle seafood boil started. So of course I got my sausage in there and let the sausage cook for about 15-20 minutes, and then I dropped my eggs in there, got my mushrooms in there, got my white onions in there, and my garlic cloves in there. Dropped some frozen mussels in there because I wanted them to open up and get that good old flavor in there. So then we are gonna toss those. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're gonna toss those good old lobster tails up in there. They frozen, so I figured I'd just lay them on in there and give them a little bath. Bath with an F. Bath. And then we got those big, beautiful shrimps going on in there. Beautiful shrimps. People say shrimp so many different kinds of ways. It is so funny. Yes. So, of course, that took the boil down just a little bit. And my camera is out of focus because I'm reaching. I'm reaching for stuff while I'm trying. Okay then, Old Bay, get on in there. Put your little Old Bay in there. Put your little bit of Old Bay in there just to give our chicken broth just a little Creole seasoning. I definitely did put some Cajun seasoning and some hot seasoning in there. Something that I didn't show on camera because I just kind of put it on top of there. Got that garlic. Gotta have that garlic. Even though I got garlic cloves, I still gotta have garlic because I just love garlic. So I got like some pieces of green peppers and red peppers up in there too. Oh, wait a minute now. Not too much pepper now. Not too much pepper. Yes. Gonna swirl that around a little bit. Swirling it around, making that water, making that bath, giving them babies a bath. Swirl it on around there and see what happens. And you know the juice is already good just from the beef sausage. And the beef sausage is just a little bit Cajun, just a little bit spicy. And then the mussels, look at the mussels. They opening up in there. The shrimp is turning pink, which is letting you know the shrimps are getting done quickly. Mussels opened up. Then we got the lobster tails just laying around in there. So I think that is all of the seafood that I'm going to put in, I believe. So letting it just come back up to a boil. So now I'm adding my big Muller's noodles, egg noodles. So I figured, because you know it doesn't take egg noodles too long to cook. So first I want to get them all wet. Soak it in that good old water. In that good old bath right there. Get them real tender because the water is really hot. So I just want to get them soaking. And next, ooh, I'm sleepy, y'all. I'm going to bed after this video. So then we have our bouillon. And I love this. I don't use bouillon cubes. I don't use like the powder. I love this pasty. It's just so, I'm telling you, that big old, I actually put another one in there, but I had to rinse my spoon off first. So I did that off camera. Hey, and welcome to another episode of Mukbangs and Money. So, I am so excited. You see what I have, you see what I have, you see what I have, you see what I have. A seafood boil. Yes, but not just any seafood boil. Today, I'm doing chicken noodle flavored seafood boil. Oh, excuse me. And the Old Bay is making me sneeze. So, yes. So I took all of my seafood and put it in like a Cajun chicken broth with Old Bay seasoning, with Cajun, other Cajun seasonings. The only thing I'm missing is the corn, and I am so pissed about that, but I forgot. No, I did not use potatoes because we have noodles. We actually have like the big noodles, and look at that chicken broth. Ooh, I can't wait. I'm telling you right now. Anyway, it's trending. It's trending. It's trending. This video will be trending. And I challenge, well, it's not a challenge, it's a trend. But I challenge all the seafood boil YouTubers that's out there in YouTube land to try your seafood in chicken broth with, I'm talking about not just chicken broth, I'm talking chicken noodle. Chicken noodle. So basically I made chicken noodle soup without the chicken. Just the chicken broth and the chicken bouillon flavor with the onions, with the garlic, with all of the stuff that you put in chicken noodle soup. Plus the big fat noodles are in here. And so we have chicken noodle flavored seafood boil. So I'm ready. I know that Beloved sometimes she puts chicken broth in her Beloved sauce, but we've never seen it just like this before. So we're gonna see. Miss Renee. So I'm just saying though, all of y'all who want to trend this and y'all want to take this to the next level and everything, I'm just saying, put my name in the title. You know, like hashtag a sister and put my name in the song. That's all I'm trying to say. So I got my Faygo pop, not soda, pop right here, ready to go. I know it's hot too. So I got I wanted some king crab, but I was too lazy to stop at Sam's and go get it. So I stopped at the local fish market and just got some lobster tails, and I got some shrimp, and I got some mussels, and I got some hot beef sausage in the front, and I got some eggs, and I got some noodles, and I got some mushrooms. I put whole mushrooms in here. So this is about to be the bomb. I'm telling you, we need to put this in a restaurant somewhere, because I would order this. I would definitely order seafood with a clear sauce. You know, sometimes they like to do the Alfredo and all that kind of stuff. I just want me a clear broth sauce, you know, just good, just everything. So let's say grace. Thank you for the food that I'm about to receive for the nourishment of my body. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. So I probably got too much in here. I want to dip it in the broth, because you got to dip it in the broth. And the broth is really hot too. I'm telling y'all, this right here, just like I told y'all in my last video with that dang on, if you didn't see my last video that I made, which was epic as well, when I made smoked neck bone egg rolls, I don't know what you be doing with your life, because them egg rolls, I don't even lie to you, smoked neck bone egg rolls is everything. But this broth, and it's spicy. The broth is thick, it's spicy, and it tastes just like a good old hearty chicken broth that your grandma would make with that good old chicken and noodle soup. I'm telling y'all, that just upped the ante. That right there, that just upped the ante, I'm telling y'all. And I mean, it's just the right amount of spicy too. I've been dreaming about this all day. I've been at work all day. All I had to eat today was a sandwich. See, this kind of make it so that you don't need a dipping sauce, because the broth is so thick and so good that you can scoop it right on up. And I got one of them big fat noodles in there. Chicken noodle seafood boil. Y'all better jump on that trend real quick. This time I already know I'm gonna have to bring this back. This is so good. I'm glad I let it sit for a minute. Look at that. That big old mushroom. Ooh, it won't stay on there because it's got a mushroom. It's got a mushroom and a noodle on there. It's like, no, we can't do both on this little bitty shell. Mushroom. I dare you. I double dog dare. Oh, y'all, right now. I mean, I might not even fix my seafood no other way now. It's gonna have to be in that chicken broth. Even if I got a dipping sauce, it's so good. And you'll never know how good it is unless you try it. So, I am so happy. You know, it don't be a lot of times in your life when you can really honestly say that you're happy. This little piece of egg right here. The egg and the chicken broth. It's good. So the last video that I did, I talked about the $1 million ball rolling and how you can feel your life moving in a different direction after you done put in so much hard work and so much time. And it kind of seemed like God ain't listening to you, or God does not hear your prayers anymore. So you just can't eat any kind of sausage. It's got to be the right kind of sausage to go with a seafood boil. You got to be from the South to know that. You got to be from the South to know about that beef sausage right there. It ain't just happening. And it's got to be kind of spicy a little bit. I'm going to get y'all up on it, though. So, but it takes time, you know. Took me a long time. I got a lot of friends that I started with that didn't end with me. You know, a lot of people had to go another way because, you know, money get real funny in the hair business. You know, sometimes it's hard to hold on. And I had some bad days. I'm telling y'all, trying to hold on when times got hard. And I just felt like I invested too much time in hair to give up. Even though everything, my finances, my bills, I didn't have no savings. I was living day to day. Forget week to week. I was living day to day. A lot of days just going into work, not knowing if people was going to come or not. I'm just going in praying before I leave out, like, God, you know, I need some gas money to get back home. You know, but I stepped out on faith and came out here and put my little $10 in the tank. And most of the time, God showed up. It wasn't always like I wanted him to, but he definitely showed up. So, I'm saying all that to say this. We had our grand opening for Salon Plaza. And if you don't know what Salon Plaza is It's one of those places where they got like 42 suites in there and everybody has their own individual business. It has a sink in there, dryers, salon chairs, your station. I mean, you don't have to come back out once you go in. It's like individual salons in this whole building. And so they opened one here in Michigan. And I saw it. And I jumped on it. I was literally like one of the first people to sign up for this particular spot. So, I have been looking for a place to move for like 2 years. But I couldn't find anything that I really like. But it was like, as soon as I saw it, something in my spirit went, this is it. I called the number, didn't get a response. I kept calling, because you know me, like anytime you keep calling somebody and they don't answer, you just be like, forget it, you know, whatever. Maybe they're not gonna open over there or whatever. I kept calling. I think I called for about 3 months. And finally I got through to somebody who called me back. And she was like, do we have a Salon Plaza opening in Michigan? And I'm like, yeah. That's where I got the number from. I saw the sign. The lady didn't even know. But she took my name and my number. And eventually, somebody called me back a couple of weeks later. Went down there to talk to her about getting a suite. She told me they was taking deposits for $100. I broke my $100 right out, right there and there, like, you know what? I lost a shrimp. Like, you know what? I'm not even here to play with you. I done made up my mind. It's time for me to move from where I'm at, and I'm gone. I gave her the money, and that's when I knew I had to be serious. It's time to be serious. Ain't no plan. Ain't no playing around. Anyway. Went to see her. Then for some reason she wanted to see me again. I'm like, you want to see me again? So she called me up and offered me a management position. I'm like, this booth rent is high. I need to take that management position. So I did. And got hired with the management. I got like big cloves of garlic in here too. When I tell y'all, this should be on a restaurant menu. That's what I mean. I would order this. I would pay $50 for this. For a big old plate like this, bring it on. 50 bucks. I'll pay for it. With that good old broth and them noodles and the shrimp. Anyway, I got the management position. Not long after that, I found out that the owner was a famous basketball player. Imagine that. Wow. So the ante just went up. Okay. So now I'm managing the salon for a famous basketball player. Okay, God. Okay. Not only that, just to fast forward things, I got the premier spot because it was a spot in the salon. It was just too much money. I'm like, Lord, you know I want that spot. But I end up picking another spot anyway because the spot that I wanted, it was just too expensive. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not even about to try and do it. You know, like I could work myself to death just to pay booth rent, but I'm not going to do it. How come? 2 weeks into me working, my boss comes and tell me, I'll give you that room for $99 more. What? That room? The room that sit right up in the front, the one that I've been eyeballing since I got here, the room that I just thought wasn't no way in the world I was gonna get. That room. I just finished setting it up and moving all of my stuff in there, and it's my room. So I done moved to a new salon, became the owner. See, speak it, Jesus, speak it. Became the manager of a salon of a famous basketball player. And I got the best spot in the house. Won't he do it? He definitely did. He definitely did it. He's showing out on me. I guess you say all the years that you waited. I'm about to give you double for your trouble. And I ain't mad, God. Because like I said, I struggled to stay in this business. I struggled to stay in this field when all of the people around me, everybody, they was dropping like flies. Or either they was doing both. But then you can't juggle both. You're going to have to eventually give up one or the other because you'll be too tired trying to work an 8-hour job and do hair. Because doing hair can be an 8 to 10 hour job sometimes. Standing on your feet. When I tell y'all this is so good. So good. So, needless to say, it was like a madhouse at the grand opening. We was on the news. We was all on TV. We was on the radio. We was broadcasting live on the radio. We had food. We had drinks. We had all kinds of people who came out. It was news coverage, news cameras, and everybody just there. You know, it was like the big talk of the town. Like, who would have ever guessed when I first looked at this place? It was empty. It had nothing but a sign on the outside, to where I knew that the grand opening of this place would be 500 people, would be so epic, would be so big, would be so stupid, would be so large. It had to be God. Because I'm telling you, I had no idea. I had no idea when I chose this place that it was going to be this big. It's crazy. I went to work today, and it's people just still walking in because of the stuff that they saw on the news. Like, I just want to see this place. Oh my God, it was on the news. It's beautiful, this and that. This salon is going to be one of the most signature salons in Southfield, Michigan. So if you are a hairstylist looking for a place to work, I'm the plug. If you are looking for a hairstylist, check out my other YouTube page. Check me out on Facebook. I'll leave all that information in the description box below. Check out my Instagram. If you somewhere near the 12 Mile in Southfield area, come on in. I'll be the first person you see when you walk through the door. Epic. When God do it, he do it so big. Big noodles. So let me finish the story, and I'm gonna get up out of here. So anyway, all these people was here, and we got to do our own ribbon cutting ceremony. And guess who was there? Yes, he was there. He was there with me when I cut my ribbon. And I'm talking about God, but I ain't talking about God. And I'm talking about my husband, but I ain't talking about my husband. I'm talking about Mr. Big Shot himself. Bad boy. Bad boy. Number one, Number one. But here's a clip anyway, just to show you a little bit, because I'm gonna make a whole video about it, but I'm gonna show you a little clip right now.
We ready? I'm ready. 1, 2, 3. One more. Thank you. Thank you.
Whew. Wasn't that just wonderful? When God do it, He do it real big. If you got the patience to think not, sometimes God just want to know how bad you want it. They always say that you can tell that you're doing what you love for a living when you'll do it for free. And when I tell y'all, I done did it at a discount. I done did it half off. I done did it for 12 hours at a time. I done did it for every Saturday for 21 years straight. Never had a weekend off. And yes, I done did it for free. I done did it when my bills was suffering. I done did it on my knees crying, asking God because I didn't want to quit. I remember a lady came in the shop one day, and this is how I knew I was going to do hair forever. She was, she worked for the UAW. She came in. She handed me an application. She told me to fill it out. She said, if you fill this application out, I'm guaranteeing you a job in the plant with benefits and guaranteed check every 2 weeks. A plan, health, dental, IRA, 401k, you know, just the whole thing. I took that application home. This might make me cry. And I stared at it. And I did cry. Because I knew that if I filled out this application, it would probably secure my future. It would secure my son's future. It would help me pay my bill. I was so behind on bills. My credit was shot. You know, I could pay off my credit. You know what I'm saying? I could get me a house. I can get me a car. I could, you know, save some money for retirement. The whole thing. And I looked at it, and it was almost as if I felt like I was about to sell my soul. I think that that was the equivalent, in the best way that I can put it, how I felt like I was about to sell my entire soul for money, for security, to be able to pay my bills, to be able to, but I knew I would be miserable because I had put over 15 plus years into this just to fill this one little paper out and leave everything that I have done behind, all the hair shows, all the hair books, all the advertisements, all the late nights, all the fun that we had, all my customers, all the hair that I did. I just thought about it like, I literally cried. And the next time I saw her, I gave her the application back and told her to give it to somebody who could use it, because I was going to stick with doing hair. Even now that I think about it, I'm like, you could have been so much further ahead. You probably would have an 800 credit score right now. You know, you probably would be 100 pounds smaller, because working in the plant, you got to move, baby. You got to, you know, that stuff coming down that conveyor belt, baby, you can't just be, it probably would have got you in shape, you know, and everything else. But I couldn't do it. I stuck it out with hair, and this is what happened. Now the $1 million ball is rolling. I feel like God is about to bless me immensely and intensely in every area of my life, because I held out. So if you're in the Detroit area, in the Southfield, Michigan area, come and visit Salon Plaza. We're located inside of the Southfield Plaza on 12 Mile, on Southfield Road, in between 12 and 13 Mile. The name of my salon is Headdresses, Luxury Hair and Wigs. We are a wig and extension salon, but we do cuts, we do color, we do updos and buns, and we also repair wigs and shampoo them and condition them and style them and color them and all of that kind of stuff. So make sure you come and see Miss Renee when you come back next time, or when you're here in Michigan. Make sure you try the chicken noodle seafood boil, because baby, it's the bomb. I just feel like you don't know whether you want the soup more or the seafood. It's so good. Okay. That's about it, y'all. I'm about to get in this room. I'll lay it on now. Please visit my online store. I'm going to leave the description in below, where I sell premium raw hair. Jazz honey. Not that Asian hair. Russian. Raw. Virgin hair honey. That real thing. That real stuff. I can't stop eating this. Tell y'all. Y'all better get some of that. New YouTube trend. New YouTube trend. See y'all in the next video.